and welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed. And if you're watching on YouTube, hello there. And welcome to the video. Yes, indeed. Yes, we're here. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm tired. But we must carry on. Yes, we must. We has things. We has the things to do. My god. I can't even language at the moment. Dear me. DJ Cray. Welcome to the stream. There you go. Let's go to the live screen. There you go. So, yes, I did a thing. He did a thing? What thing did you do? Well, I will show you. You might have guessed. 100 frames a second just here. Hang on. PvP Bubblegum, welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed. Where are those images gone? Okay. No, they're not. Yeah. Not sure what I did with them. Hang on. We'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. We'll be all right. Right. Okay. So, this morning, this arrived from the good people of Scan. And inside the box of the box was another box that was really well packaged and factory sealed. And then there was this inside the box. Can you guess what it may be? If you guessed... Oh, hang on, where's the other one gone? I've lost an image. Ah, there we are. Yes, indeed, there it is on my desk. It's massive. They are absolutely massive. Yes, they are. It's a massive brick. I was surprised. I've seen the pictures of this plug and assumed it was, oh, I don't know, you know, like yay big. It's not. It's like the width of my thumb. Mind you, my hands are huge. It's tiny. These plugs are tiny. But it does go off to 3 PCIe plugs. But yes. So there we go. It arrived. Ahoy, Savik. Welcome to the stream. And Zinzig, welcome to the stream. Lovely to see you, sir. Faradote, good evening, Carl, and all. It's the last time I'll be on for 2 weeks because I'm going on vacation tomorrow. Good luck, sir. Have fun on your holidays. Have a fantastic time. Fall in love, go crazy, and come back safe and sound. Mackie2112, formerly Spa2112, welcome to the stream. Silly Boy, welcome. DJ Kicky Problems, welcome. Diabolique, hello everyone. Faradote, welcome to the stream. And Bodie Boy, well, hello there. Yes, indeed. Welcome all. Indeed. So this is we're on the 4080. And obviously, I bought it for, okay, dude, you can't do them solo. Can you guys see this? That bit, is that visible? Yeah, obviously I spent the money on the card just to play AO on it. Let's just put ray tracing on. Oh look, 99%. It is on, yeah. It just doesn't drop. You can see there, look, the load on the. You can see there the light bounce is a bit wonky because it is with AO. It kind of works. You've seen some of the amazing things that Big Man Force has done with the same thing. I stand next to this wall. Pay attention to the wall. It lights it. It lights the wall, as does that. And then, of course, the most punishing graphical test known to man. ICC. Where frame rates go to die. But now they don't. So they've got ray tracing on. Still nearly 60 FPS. If we turn silliness like ray tracing shaders off. No! I was getting like 80 frames a second. Oh, maybe because I'm streaming. Maybe because I'm streaming. I was getting like 80 plus frames a second. Oh well. Not while you are here. I've done a DDU, so some of my driver tweaks aren't in place yet. Yeah, well normally I stand here and look at that smoky tower. And it was 80 when I was on my own. I wonder if it's streaming or if it's any of the drive. I may not have put all the driver settings in. I did the NVIDIA profile inspector ones. In fact, my frame rate went down after turning the shade, after turning this off. Can't see, looking right. RTGI. Exactly the same. And then I has trade a Terratella. Yeah, you see, it just doesn't affect the frame rate. It's exactly the same, even with all the light sources switched on and turned up to silliness. It's still like nearly 50 frames a second. Let's have a look. Got the sharpening, ambient occlusion quality, preferred matte. I think I've missed a few settings, but don't worry about it. Everything else is working. Very much modulation. Vulkan. Yeah, it's not using Vulkan. I think from memory. That's most of them. I've done the registry hack to get the sharpening back, like so. Because it does improve AO quite a bit when you're using shaders for whatever. So we did that. Did I probably have missed a few other things. But anyway, not to worry. It's working. It's working. Everything else I've thrown at it laughs in RTX 4080. It doesn't care. It really doesn't care. It just thinks it's the funniest thing ever. BTM, welcome to the stream. What was this? Mania Latin Paladins, welcome to the stream. Now, before anybody asks, and you know you were going to, Space Quest is not going to be in AO tonight. But he might be in AO tomorrow night. So yes, there'll probably be a Sunday stream. We've had the words. In the UK, it is a bank holiday weekend. So yeah, we've got all this. But before we AO, do we want to benchmark a few things? Do we want to play around and just look at all it can do? Turn it off, otherwise I'll forget. But it's like it just doesn't care that that's on. That's what gets me. It doesn't make a difference. It's just bonkers. Right, okay. So, we've gone there. But just about like anywhere else you go, it just hits 100. There we go, just going flying back up now. Sunday fun day, I think so. Test it out. Excelsior 100 has resubscribed. Subscribed for 14 months. Thank you very much for the resub. Much appreciated. Let's go up the hill. Yeah, we've got a couple more driver tweaks to make, I think. Some of my optimization settings aren't on, where it tells... Because, you see, if you look here, it's 32%. See if PBF is dancing in a higher frame rate. He's dancing so fast! We can't even see him. Where's he gone? He's danced himself off the planet. My God. How does this happen? Mark of Peril, thank you. I will be not shouted at by Vulpu. Now then, I sent a message to the Grace winner at the end of the stream on the last stream, which was IBP bad was their thing, and I said, congratulations, you won the Grace. I'll show you. So yeah, I don't make this up. So congratulations, you won the Grace. You can claim on the next stream tomorrow. IBP bad. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. I'll be on bright and early. Okay, doke. So there you go. They should be on when they're on. Usually have that over there on that monitor. So yeah, will you make a new comprehensive video about different video settings? I think I'm gonna have to. Because you know the 2021, even with all those on, I think I've since, because I rewatched my own video and realized I need to add, there's a registry edit to get sharpening back, but I'm just a bit concerned about making a video that tells anybody to go into the registry and start poking around. Now, messing around with driver settings, messing around with NVIDIA profile, you can't do any damage. You can't make the card blow up. You know, worst thing can happen is the games won't launch and you just reinstall your drivers and everything gets set back to normal. You can't do that with the registry. So there's more risk involved if you don't know what you're doing in the registry. If you don't, you can completely balls up your Windows. You know, you go to the wrong directory and start changing entries. And you're trying to run system repair, trying to get it back. You know, trying to go back to a restore point or whatever. I mean, if you change the registry edit and you always change the exact correct one, as soon as you update the NVIDIA drivers or just reinstall them, it will reset it back. But if you've changed anything else by accident, and there's a trillion bloody entries. If you've changed anything else by accident, oh dear me, it's just not going to go well. So yes, right, okay. So there's a quick bit of AO. It was actually running better before I did DDU, which is driver detonator uninstall or whatever, but it literally goes in, it scraps everything, any system entry relating to your old graphics card for the new one. So any tweaks I've made since the last time, you know, a reg file for people to import. Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing, but I don't want to, people who are not, I just don't want to cause harm by, you know, doing something. Right, so everyone said yes, test it. Okay, so we'll exit game for a little bit. I'm going to exit the game for a little bit. It's still an AO stream, technically. Right, something I want to try, if you remember, I'll have to come out of game to get to it, I think, was recently It was RTX, Portal RTX, so we could test that. We'll come out of game first. Now bear in mind I am streaming, so the streaming will affect the overall performance. The nice thing is when I go into recording options now, I've got AV1, NVIDIA's hardware AV1 encoder. That's cool. Right, let's see. Now, if you remember, on the 3060 with this, we had to look up what settings to choose to get it to run anything like normal, you know, up to 60 FPS, and even then, it was struggling, so... Let's see how the RTX 4080 does in comparison when it starts the bloody game. Oh my god. Alt-X. And how's the right image settings? High, medium, low, custom. I think we had to go to custom and turn just about everything right down, but I'm going to go ultra. We've got DLSS. We've now got DLSS3 as well. Gonna save, close, load game. I've got the autosave. Can I turn on? I have VSync on. Hang on. I might have to do this through the driver panel. Bear with. Is it going to be listed here? See, when I think about it, I've got loads of things I've done in the driver panel over time. Portal 2 is there. It picks it up as Gary's mod of all things. Okay, we'll leave that for now. See, when you go into here, wait for VSync is enabled, yeah. It says not to touch these or whatever. Because it's sat on top of it. Is it really loud though? Is that better? Yeah, I thought it was loud. I was like, I can't hear myself. I think maybe I need to turn this down. Okay. That's better. Right, there we go. Okay. So this is maxed out settings. Like 100 and something frames a second.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each
There's no
test.
mouse lag at all.
However, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This aperture science material emancipation grid will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the aperture science weighted storage cube. Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super button.
Okay.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
The etching in the glass is pretty cool. Yeah, it just doesn't bat an eye at it. It's saying 95%, but you see the temperature is much like 60 degrees. The cooler is the same cooler you get on the 1490. It's just the lesser dye and everything else on it.
Well, Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the aperture science material emancipation
I haven't got
grid,
any saves
which may,
later in the puzzles where I could look at a bit more stuff.
emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth. Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device.
I did a run through where I got
the device in liquid, even partially.
all the clocks.
Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
Is GLaDOS's voice lagging? I don't think so. I can't hear what you guys are hearing. Hang on. I don't think so. I can't hear what you guys are hearing. Hang on. I don't think so. I can't hear what you guys are hearing. Hang on. I don't think so. I can't hear what you guys are hearing. Hang on. I don't think so. I can't hear what you guys are hearing. Hang on. I don't think so.
Please proceed to the chamber hall. Mind the gap. Please ensure the chamber performance of all mind the gap.
No, it sounds okay to
Prized
me.
activities do not destroy vital testing apparatus. Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Which portal do I prefer? 2. Out of 1 and 2, I think 2 is amazing. They just haven't done the RTX remix on it yet, so that's why we're here. I think I'd get something like 500 frames a second in the other one, or something ridiculous. You know, it would just cap.
Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well. Once again, excellent work. As part of a required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber.
I don't know if you guys are picking up on that.
You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
I thought, like, it's unfortunate that we can't jump ahead to where things are busier and with more lights and stuff, but... yeah, it's beautiful at 100 FPS. It's nuts. When I figure out how to set VSync on it properly, then...
For your own safety, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
Is it just me that always kills the, can't help themselves and has to take out all the cameras? There are quicker ways of doing this puzzle, I just can't remember them.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2,
in a few minutes, possibly. Living in the UK, I'm not surprised about your hate for cameras. A little bit.
While safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals, the Aperture Science high-energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful. Unbelievable. You.
Subject name here.
Must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
It just feels absolutely... like some people were saying, oh, frame generation's a bit laggy for input. I'm not feeling it because I think it's using reflex as well. It's just set to ultra, but it just doesn't care. Do this all day, you know.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety. Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
Even looking through the portholes, it's kind of perfect as well. But that glow from down there, I want that in a Inferno in Anarchy. I do. I don't care how hard it might be. We will figure out how to use RTX bloody Portal. We'll figure out to get the modding tool to work with AO. We've got to do it. I know Gladys's voice, Sav, is different in Portal 1 than it is in Portal 2. There's slight differences in the performance.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory
Talos got a new toy, no more Anarchy. Just a minute. Yes, there will be. Don't talk twaddle. I'm just looking at the light. Bloody hell, that does look good. That really does look stupidly good. There's probably speedrunners going, oh my god, you're doing it the slow way. My GPU could never, yeah. It's on image quality settings ultra.
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
It is pretty awesome. I can see why they would choose this game to do it with, though. I want to see the Morrowind port they've done. I've got Morrowind. I couldn't find my original disc. It's somewhere in the attic, and I could not find it to reinstall it or get the key code off of it. And then I looked, and it was like free on GOG, I think, or something. I just grabbed it. Or it was a couple of dollars on GOG, and I just thought, oh, fair enough. This is different as well. See how you can see through the gaps here? In the base game, you don't. You don't see through this. Carl can no longer give me crap about my computer's power.
Is impossible.
Alderan, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Oh yeah, we haven't got... Oh, seriously. What's the quick way of doing this?
The Enrichment Center apologizes for this clearly broken test chamber. Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
There's a quicker way of doing that one, but I've forgotten it. Yeah, it is kind of nuts. 24 cores, blah, 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 it's bonkers. But that's it, I went from the 3060. You know what I forgot to do is take a picture of the 3060 next to the 4090. I forgot to take a picture of it. But yeah, it's like baby GPU in comparison.
Again. To reiterate, previous one. Momentum.
Yeah, there's just no latency or delay with it.
You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not. Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Yeah, I can feel myself bracing my neck against turns, lateral turns, like you would on a motorbike or something, you know. And there's no need to because it's not happening. God knows what this would be like in VR. Oh, Jesus. Mind-blowing, I think.
The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide.
Have we had enough portal? Do we want to move on to something else?
The floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
Or should we get the double portal gun and leave a save there?
Certain objects may be vital to your success. Do not destroy testing apparatus.
Don't tell me what to do, GLaDOS. I can't remember what to do on this one. Oh, that was it. Where's the energy one? I need to get onto that side, but I can't remember how to do this puzzle. That was it. Whoa. It's just, the lighting's just amazing. Chel's got a shadow now. He didn't have a shadow before. I'm still marvelling at the beauty. I know. When I tried this on the 3060, it was like...
The device has been modified
it could do it, but there's no way it could do it, you know.
As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in...
Subject hometown, here.
There's much faster ways of doing these puzzles, by the way. But I'm just so busy looking at all the eye candy. I'm sure I think they have changed some of the audio though. Or I'm just not remembering it as well as possibly I could. Yeah, and even with, I think the temperature in this room is about 25°C, maybe a bit warmer. So ambient is about 25, and we're still only hitting 60 degrees on the GPU.
Fling yourself. Fling into space. Wee.
Wee. We love GLaDOS. GLaDOS is our leader. Alright.
Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test could take a very long time.
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
How did this work? I'm trying to remember now. There's this clever way of doing it. Oh, I probably balls it. Where you can get that door to open, shoot a portal through. Anyway. Right, we've saved there. Whatever. There we go. The UI of the portal makes me want to play Half-Life again, I know. What else can we... Well, of course, I think the next one to go for is going to be the Cyberpunks, isn't it? Because the new DLC coming out for this game at some point. I better got my nano deck on my baby Engie. Nice. Volker DK, welcome to the stream. We're just doing a bit of new GPU testing. Right, so I've been faffing around this earlier today. So we've got DLSS on, we've got frame generation on, we're on super resolution quality. And then film grain and chromatic aberration I have off, I don't like them. Motion blur, go away. Then everything else basically... Oh, color precision. Hi, there we go. Path tracing technology preview. We'll go to the benchmark. Jesus. 70 plus FPS. Normally I'd lock it at 60. Can't see where DLSS is smearing, blurring textures, nothing. I have tried it at native with it. I don't know what this translates like at the stream, but it is super crisp and sharp. And Anarchy is more CPU and RAM speed bound. 80-90 frames a second, and it just looks the dog's danglies. The stream is looking awesome. It's the new encoder, so hopefully that's doing a good job. Wow. Okay, so that's the benchmark, but I want to V-Sync. For some reason it won't V-Sync. I don't know what the hell's going on. Wasn't sure. Yeah, the club is a bit dingy looking, isn't it? But it's supposed to. It's meant to look like that, I guess. Let's pick a save. Can I V-Sync? I'm not interested in getting above that. Yeah, I can't. Why would V-Sync be... Is that a drive? Have I set the driver weird up? Something. Let's have a look. It shouldn't be. Imaging sharpening, NVIDIA recommended. I'm going to set it to off because that's a registry edit. Vertical sync. Use the 3D application. Well, why would it be... Let's put it on fast. I don't know why it won't let me... I can set maximum frames per second. But I can't set V-Sync on. Why? Still can't. Okay. Graphics, everything, pretty much everything's whacked up. Okay. NVIDIA DLA, Deep Learning Anti-Aliasing. Oh yeah, go on then. We'll have that on as well. Will it do both? Oh, it's either or. Okay, let's have that on. Still can't turn V-Sync on for some reason. Okay, so that's all of that. Oh. Didn't like that. Oh dearie me. When you turn it on frame generation, the new Cyberpunk patch disables V-Sync entirely. Really? Is that why it won't switch on? I wonder why they've done that. I'm trying to V-Sync now though. I've forced it on. Let's have a look. What's it done with the settings now? It says it's off there, but it's stopping at 60 and we're only at 13% GPU, so it is kind of doing it. Load game. Trailer park. Yeah, okay. We'll start outside of the main game space and then carry on up. Hidden. There we go. God, that's a quick load. Wow. $55 FPS. Maybe switching on V-Sync in that way is not a good idea. I don't know. Oh wait, I know. So maybe not have that. We'll have quality there instead. Fly. Ah, yeah, that's why. still going up to 100 plus frames a second. I don't know why. This is with this frame gen it does. So, okay, maybe... We'll turn off frame generation. We'll leave this on quality. Yeah, it won't let you do both. And then... Okay. There you go. It's 60 frames a second without frame gen. GPU at 90 something FPS. Yeah, let's get into the middle of town, eh? Where's a good busy area? That's meat thingy, isn't it? So we don't want to go there. We want to go... I don't know. Where's V's apartment? I haven't played in ages. Oh, there's Afterlife. Let's go there. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Got 4950 without using frame gen. This is with the overdrive on. God, it looks amazing. Oh, hang on. Got to disable disable the copyrighted music. I just remembered before we get ourselves into trouble.
Here, let's talk.
I don't remember talking to this guy before.
How's the arm holding up?
Oh wait, no, he's from the little bonus mission they added, isn't he?
Come on, Tiny. I'm being serious.
Well, after paying you and Regina your due, I still had eddies in the bank for this bad boy. So yeah, I'd say the arm's fine.
Okay.
If you ever need help with something, just give me a holler.
Let's not get too cocky, all right? You did Regina and I both a favor. It's not like we're about to forget that anytime soon. The life of a merc's got its ups and downs. Next time it'll be me pulling you out of some colossal fuck up.
So long as I got the eddies on me, am I right?
Ain't wrong.
Cool. You release brain dances. I'm just starting to play the game. It's just sucking me in.
What's it like, working for Rogue?
It's fine.
But that's it? Fine?
You want info on Rogue? Ask her yourself. I'm sure she'll be ever so obliged.
Yeah, so this is it with the V-Sync on. If we go back in now, and we do frame gen, V-Sync disables. video we've capped there. So we're going to apply. Even though I cap it, it ignores the cap and goes up to 100 odd frames a second. Yeah, still needs a little bit of work, but I think it'll be massively playable.
You forget something?
It'll be massively playable for the new DLC, I think. It just looks absolutely stunning. I mean, if they'd released like this, I don't think... What we just did, when I switch off frame gen and just put regular DLSS on, it runs fine and it V-syncs. I want to get the mod for the transit system as well. I haven't played in months. Yeah, yeah, I'll have to go in and start faffing around. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, Cyberpunk is a definite go. I'm now super looking forward to the DLC. Yeah. White folks on the beach. There should be lobster red as well. Okay. That is just completely stonking. Remember when we were trying to play this on the 980 at 720p? It's very high level, by the way. They're all going down. Yeah, being level 50 with all the toys. I can't remember what his build is like because I was gooning around with mods and consoles and stuff. So, yeah, he's ridiculous. He's just got like all the everything. Like even this menu system's awesome. Oh, it V-syncs for the menu system though. Okay. And like his for some reason, so I haven't got all of these upgraded for some reason. I don't know. Oh, these are the ones that are in the rack, aren't they? Yeah. So they're all the orange everything. All the things. Johnny's thing and then the Overwatch, yeah. I'm getting sucked into just playing a game now. Right. Get rid of that. The other thing we could check out that is seriously punishing is, you know, do you remember they did the Matrix trailer and they did it in Unreal Engine 5? I've got that. So we could go and have a look at that as well. That's quite punishing. So in order to run it, you need to install 5.2. Well, can I upgrade to 5.2? No? Do I have to? Is it like massive download? We haven't got time for, even on a 1 gig. Yeah. Should we be able to download it from here? Surely you could do that. You know what? What the hell? let's not worry about it. Apparently, I'll do that on my own time, if that makes sense. So okay, let's launch what we've got. It's gonna have to build the shader cache again because I've done DDU, so it only does this the first time. Okay, so let's turn that off for now. Right, city sample. Open. Yeah, it has the most rodonkulous system ever at the moment. For Anarchy Online, it is bonkers. Okay. Content drawer, there we go. City big. Go in large. We've got the VRAM, etc. Might take a while, yeah, because I've done DDU on the drivers, all the driver cache is gone. So the not driver cache, the shader cache, all of that's now gone. So is it preparing and loading here? Wow, it did that quick. Okay. 10 years from now, God knows. Right, play. Give it a second. It's doing something in the background, I think. I think it's loading. Yeah, this is it loading. It's not hammering it though. Huh, okay. This is exciting, isn't it, everyone? Yeah, it's doing whatever it's doing in the background, I think. How is chat doing anyway? Have you got any suggestions for what we should play on? Or test or whatever? Oh, it's still loading, I can tell. Yeah, this is it loading. Settings, oh god, yeah. Engine, okay, so we've got epic on everything. Let's go for cinematic. The highest possible settings it's got. What's that doing for frame rate? God, it's still 50 odd frames a second. This isn't using frame gen or anything else. Close that. There you go. Using 13 gigabyte of VRAM. This is why 8 gigabyte cards are not going to cut it for the next 5 years if this is the kind of stuff we're looking forward to. Yeah, this is what 2-Click Phil was saying. The loading is now the problem. So when it has to load something in new, it really struggles. Now it's done that once. Turn around the next time, you don't get that frame drop. It's got a fly mode. Yeah, in 10 years, this will be a VR game. 120 FPS in each eye. Yeah, I think if you spent enough time... See, it's loading everything in here. And once it's loaded, the frame rate goes all the way back up again. What resolution are you using? 1440. This is on cinematic as well. So if we go... Yeah, the overlay is a bit wonky. So if we go... Let's go auto. It sets it to epic. Okay. For everything. Epic still looks amazing though. It just doesn't look quite as nice as cinematic. I think cinematic is native. Yeah, I think that's what's going on there. Resolution scale 100, yeah, in cinematic. I mean, this is as rammed out the night, you know, this is as rammed as you could possibly do. 13th gen 700k. 13700k. It is pushing a couple of the cores fairly hard. 75, 60, 60, 50, 60. It's a lot of it I think is loading from the drives as well. I should maybe install this on the NVMe drive because it's the fastest drive in the system. But you see consoles loading from drive space into the... Oh my god, look at the rooms. Spent all the money on the apartment and none on furnishings. Free loot. Summit. I think you can just grab a car and drive as well, you know. Oh yeah, look at it trying to load on cinematic. Yeah, preparing render. See that down on the bottom right? You leave this running for long enough. This is like trying to drive in Cyberpunk day one. Now you just need the i9. Well, it would go straight into the system. Can I change the actor model? I want to change it, you know, to something else. Yeah, it can see it flashing up, loading static meshes, etc. So it's not upfront loading. Whereas in a game it would be, or they would hide where it, you know, areas where it was loading, like crawling through a space slowly. Yeah, you see, I don't know if you can see that as I can go in this way. If you look in the top left corner, that you'll see it flashing, it's loading this, it's loading that kind of thing. I think in 5.2 it's got the ray tracing as well. Yeah. Let's wait for the textures to jump in. Because the front of that definitely looks a bit squishy. That's better. Chewie! Hello! Is anyone there? I think it's all the glass looks different. Like the glass... Oh, let's go to... Yeah, so the glass on a new window has less kind of, you know, old glass as you're looking through it. Drive on the correct side of the road. Oh my god, look at the lighting. Drive on the left side of the road. My passengers are screaming and don't want to die when English people do it. They take a right hand here. We were flying through the air. The amount of detail though, look, it's the top of some roof somewhere that you're never going to see, and look at it. I mean, it's just a tech demo, it's not a game, but bloody hell. Yeah, look, 60 odd frames a second, 70 frames a second. Once it's loaded in, the textures and data, like 70 FPS. Then it really stutters down to 40s and 50s while it's loading into memory. But once it's done it, see there, it dropped down to 40, now it's going all the way back up. Because it's loaded everything now. So it's like a load time thing. Only until he logs into AO and frame rates drop to -12. Okay. We'll come out of that now. Right, okay. Oh, God. God, I said you have to leave in 10 minutes. All right, if I receive the giveaway price another day. I can give it you now. I can give it you now. Can't stop this silliness. Give me a second. We'll do it now. So, have you put a buy order in on GMI? Get your buy order in and tell me the name of the character the buy order is on. Excuse me. You see GPU usage 30 odd %. Okay, we've got these here, so hang on. Let's put on RTGI. 70 odd frames a second. With the ray tracing shader on, it's only hitting 60% on the GPU. Jesus. Ark Fairwolf, I've been watching you from my vacation on the coast. I'm currently sat on the back porch. I'm watching the ocean waves. Chill, my dude. Enjoy your vacay. Right. IBP pad. Order placed. Name is Afwolf. Okay. RTGI is slightly janky. Don't worry about it. Right, we're going to sell for 99 billion credits or order details. And there we go. Al Wolf. Confirm this is you. I appreciate this stream delay there. Yeah, that is you. Okay. For 1 credit. There we go. 1 grace. Congratulations. And imagine, no. A raffle giveaway is a raffle giveaway. Yeah, even running around, it's just like, whatevs. With RTGI on, my god. Right, okay. How do I miss this going to get back to Anarchy again because of you now? Well, if I had $1 for every time someone had said, I watched one of your videos and came back to Anarchy Online, I'd have the PC I've got now. But I wouldn't have had to spend the money to get it. Right, okay, so we're going to do some AO now. What's going on? Oh, it thinks it's a light source and all sorts, Savick. Hi, people. Off to dinner. Have a great afternoon, all. Have a great everything. Have a great weekend. IB-Pad. There'll be another giveaway next Friday. And Wednesday, we'll do Bag and Win. And enjoy... Oh, do you know about moving the credits? Public information film now. Go to the Unicorn Hub. Like so. Take the right-hand door to the south. And then you want to stand more or less on the edge of this tile. Until you can open... I think we better turn... RTGI, go home, you're drunk. Right, turn that off a second. You open this up, then you can take... Step to the side of it. And you can open the mail terminal. So then when you're withdrawing billions and billions of credits into the mail system, then putting them back into buy orders, the two things are next to each other, so you don't have to run back and forth for hours. Okay? Public Information Service. Yeah, it's just a lot easier. So, portable GMI. Oh yeah, if you've got portable GMI, you can just, yeah, that makes life easier. But just so you know, because then you can just stand next to the mail terminal and do it, can't you? Right, I think it's time to get some dailies. Or do we want to go and test anything else, like Red Dead Redemption or anything like that? I have that account wide for many years ago when they were still offered that, so it's so nice. Yeah, I can imagine. I've got it on a trader. I don't have it on both traders. So what do we want to do? Do we want to carry on with Anarchy, or do we want to go fiddle about in any other games? We're playing for a job. We still grab the missions either way. Got 4 holes. Rubbish mission. Yeah, so it can run the RTGI Quince path tracing shader. It's just with AO it gets a bit wonky with it. It sometimes thinks the GUI is part of the game world space or whatever. So when you open things up, it thinks they're a light source, etc. But it doesn't hurt frame rate much at all. I mean, look at this. It's 100 frames a second with it on. No buff for you. Yeah, it's just bonkers amounts of performance, but a lot of it, honestly, is the CPU and GPU, the CPU rather than the GPU. That is something I noticed as soon as when I put the 3060 in, it improved, but not by a massive amount. And then when I changed the CPU, motherboard, and RAM, then the frame rate just went bonkers. Go ICC again. Now the system's sort of settling in. Let's stand on our square. Yeah, I had 70, 80 FPS before, and I'm wondering if I'm wondering if it's because I'm streaming and that's using a lot of CPU resources, etc. It could be, you know, I think it could be that. But yeah, okay. Let's get some pets on the go here. For those reading this, then, I'd like to set the record straight on the Shock Trooper ring. They're a none on RK5 and one was spawned on RK 2019. They are a player who won't abuse the item and it's on his mule character. And find out it's been used, I plan to have a GM delete it. I don't even know what the Shock Trooper ring is. Being honest, I don't even know. You're too big. Stop that. There you go. Let's do the other pet. Do it, Carl, you will see the reflect magic. Do what? Now I am confused. Oh, I just cast the same pet twice. Ah, yeah, I'm a doofus. Okay. Let's just close that for a second. Ravinger. So somebody's got an item that they shouldn't have in game or whatever. I don't know anything about this, by the way. Space Quest spawned it. He didn't give it me. He gave me a ton of green swords to pass around, which I've been doing, by the way. Because he filled my inventory in overflow and went, hand these out, I'm busy. So I just went, okay. Trooper ring. Okay, hang on then. No items found matching Trooper ring. I've no idea what it is. Is it a super duper shouldn't really have it power thing? Keep meaning to get one off it. I can give you one whenever you want. We'll be going to RK19 in a bit. Shock Trooper Force Field Projector. Okay. Shock Trooper. Oh, right, okay. Shock Trooper Muffin, Shock Trooper Force Projector. 35 Reflect. This supplies the Omni-Tech Shock Troopers with their personal force fields. Left field. An extra 30. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that could cause a lot of hassle. A static 35% Reflect. And then cast RFE as well. I see a slight problem here. Yeah, you just made someone unkillable, haven't you? Do you want to get a green sword now, Gamel? I don't mind. I've only, like, just cast my pets and everything. No biggie. Kaz, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Right, we've got daily missions to do. Arbiter, is it Arbiter tomorrow? Tomorrow. Yeah, there's no Herald anywhere, is there? Okay. Usually just hand you... Yes, normally I get handed many seekers. And when I say handed, I mean they're on my head. How very dare you die? Let me just teleport you back underneath them again. So I'm okay, gonna log soon, spent all day gardening today. Too much sunshine. Ooh, yeah. It has been balmy today. I know you gave me 4 swords, but for the life of me, I cannot find one of them. Oh yeah, you can have more. Diseased prisoner, thank you. It's like Groundhog's Day. Do you not even AOIA, bro? Wish me luck. Abby versus 24 Twink Agent. Oh, good luck, man. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. You got how big's your pet? Not a twink. Abby's not... Abmouth, you can do him. Have you got Hack and Quack? Hack and Quack. You'll be alright. Self-buff. And a 51 per N. If you get a big enough aim shot off, you might be alright. RTGI back on. So ray amount 20, which is way above where I normally have it. Ray step amount, Z thickness. Let's go to the lighting channel, how are we? It's definitely working. This is how the game shader sees Anarchy Online. So you can see on the left there, oh, the pet's in the way now. But you can kind of see where icons in the inventory are being treated as a light source. I think we've got too many rays here. Ray amount 20. Let's go down to 12. Ray step amount 20. What does that do? Yeah, that just goes bonkers, I think. Ambient occlusion intensity. Let's reset these. Oh, he usually has it on 3. Oh my god. Okay, well, what did we went 12 and 12. There we go. Yeah, still 80 odd FPS. He's down in a hole. You might be able to rush him with aim shot and before he even sees you. Good night all, says Savi. Good night, Sav. Always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, you could easily play with this on all the time. It just gets a bit janky. Like, look at the map going... Instead of treating the map as like GUI, it's treating it as game world game space or game world space or whatever it is. We'll go down to 6 there. Bounce lighting intensity. Take that, halve that to 2. I can't remember where I had this set. I think I had originally had it set so I could actually use it. But now it's like it doesn't care, so it's just make it look good now. Yeah, you'll be alright. If you die, you die. So what? It's not the end of the world. Yeah, the ambient inclusion's quite intense. But yeah, it's 99 frames a second, 50% usage on the GPU, it just 100. Now there's not much around. It just doesn't care, and if I go turn it off again, yeah, game just hits 100 and stays there basically. And this is the new engine, so yeah. Awesome sauce. He was 205 left, 20%. Oh, he killed you when he was at 20. Oh. If you've got a strong enough snare, you can try snaring the ads and keeping a bit of distance. The other option is kite him round the room, but that's usually really hard at low levels. Can be done. Yeah, so all that money and AO runs a tiny bit better. No, I didn't buy the card for AO. I bought it for all the other cool games coming out that I want to try out. Well, I want to play, basically. I want to be able to just launch any game that comes out in the next 5 years, set it on high, maximum, whatever, and just have it run and not have to think about it, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I wanted, so. Runner67, hey Carl, what's shaking, bacon? Well, we are. Oh, there you go, he's up. Get him, pets. Did I trim? I think I trimmed. I'll trim again, just to be sure. Doing the damage now. Yeah, getting 5-6 crits, so not terrible. Still quite doable. Wait, who has bacon? I know, you can almost smell it. I really want a bacon sandwich now. Maybe with a fried egg. Oh, hell yeah. Not gonna lie. Got some in the fridge. Come on over, says Runner. Yeah. So I'm wondering what to do with the 3060 now. I should do a giveaway, maybe. But the problem is, most of you guys are in the US or different parts of Europe and sending things across, you're going to get hit for taxes. So I really don't know on that score. And doing a UK only giveaway like that, yeah, it wouldn't be right. I don't know. I don't know what I should do with it. For the first time, I tried a Scotch egg. A British one. You got the sausage on the outside and a hard-boiled egg in the middle. It can be quite nice. A good one is a good Scotch egg is rather nice, gotta say. Still need to try. Nobody in TX does stuff like that. There we go. So we got that daily done. Let's get a Doja. See, or try and get a Doja. So yeah, the GPU resoundingly success. I mean, I haven't gone in and fine-tuned any settings or anything, and it's still like balling. You know what I mean? Normally I spend a good 30 minutes going back and forth trying to pick out best possible visuals for best possible performance, etc. So by the time I've done that, I think we'll be fine. We'll be flying, in fact, you know. And bear in mind, I am one-boxing, so I'm streaming on the same system. So I've got Chrome running, I've got Streamlabs running, etc. So there's a lot of overhead on the CPU as well. Plus in Texas, everything's size of your head. Yeah, pretty much. So I've seen. Well, that's what they tell me. Never been. I would love to come to the States, actually. You need like 6 months to sort of get around all of the states, though, wouldn't you? You'd want a week in every state. And there's like 51 states, isn't it? So that'd be like 50 states. Well, I don't know. Yeah, so you're going to be there a year, aren't you? If you spend a week in each state. I mean, maybe some states aren't really worth a week because it's a farm. Yeah, there's a farm here. There you go. There's another farm. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, every state. There's some you can skip. Yeah, isn't there like a bit between... it's like where Area 51 is. It's fucking desert, man. There's nothing here. A couple of trailer parks. That's it. It's, you know. But I would be like, yeah, well, let's have a night in the trailer park. Just sit around the counter, get a fire, have a cookout, barbecues, have a couple of beers, you know. I'd love it. Like Utah, 100% skip. Yeah. Whoa, easy on Utah. Oh no, here we go. Right, I'm going to make myself a drink, everyone. No, so I think we should have the intermission music, otherwise Savick will tell me off later for not using it. Why am I red? The hell? Hang on. The white balance might be off slightly. Oh no, I'm orange. Oh, let's just leave that alone. I think saturation might be a tad high. There we go. Here is farm. There is tomato. There goes farm. Right, okay. I am going to head off, grab myself a cup of tea, and I will be right back. Usually takes about 4 or 5 minutes tops. So stick around for more fun times. Right, I is back. Hey guys, mic stream. Yes, Uncreek, welcome in. Yes, it's a microphone stream. Oh my god, what have I missed here? This is there's a farm. We have cows, we have hippies. Well, here in Texas, we have a lot of angry Christian nationalists bashing the Lone Star State. Bubblegum. I got to Depot Bay in Oregon a couple of times a year. Afraid Target and Budweiser is going to turn them. I've heard about that. Jesus. Yatchits. No, I'm between Newport, Depon Bay, spelt depot, but it's Depon. Or did you just say Depot Bay? I don't know. I had breakfast in Depot Bay this morning. Oh, well, there we go. And one of more states I haven't always wanted to be, perhaps someday. Is OR Oregon? I don't know. Mike Stream, he's on a quick break. One state, this is, we're all infighting now. Our state's better than your state. Britain gets like that, but just like way smaller scale, so. Liverpool and Manchester are spitting distance of each other, but they're such different places, especially with like accent and whatnot. It's like it can, the food, the accent, and how people look has changed 20 times between that short distance. It's amazing. I found out today they have draft beer flavored jelly beans. They're as crappy as they sound. Draft beer flavour. Ow. I can't imagine I'd eat them, but okay. I remember watching a ZZ Top documentary, and they were saying, well, what you got to understand about Texas is when you grow up in Texas, you learn Texas history, then you learn everybody else's history. I was like, right, I get it. Here, mate, try this hoppy jelly bean. They make jelly beans that deliberately taste terrible. Like as a, because you see these people and they do, like challenges. I've seen them and they're like, and they've got the jelly beans and some of them are just like regular flavors, orangey, appley, whatever. And then one of them will be like vomit or something, or off milk. Oh, they're just like, what are you doing? Who would ask for this? But every flavour or something. Yeah, it's basically like, let's make that a reality, I've seen people doing it on streams and stuff. Just so the audience can watch them suffer. Unfreak gifted a tier 1 sub to Ark Fairwolf. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. They're good to poison your desk, based on people stop stealing your candy. Cunning plan. Who does that though? Who steals? Oh, look at that. Doja on kill number 2. We good. We're good, Coal Lizard. You can live. We're good. And we might do a bit more sort of testing and benchmarking after. I've just got the, shiny new thing. You got to go and try it. You know how it is. It's like new guitar day. You get a new guitar and you play everything you know on it, and that takes me about 12 hours, and I still haven't got halfway through, but, you know. Sometimes with guitars, though, it's kind of like, I've got a Strat, so you just play everything you can think of that had a Strat on it, you know. Similar kind of deal, you know. And then as you're doing it, you go off on tangents, so... Oh, isn't that... Yeah, I think that's half of the solo for this song. And then the next thing you know, you've just spent 2 hours figuring out the rest of it. We buy bags of black licorice jelly beans. I'm not a fan of licorice, never have been. We used to get... I don't know if you have this in the States. It's called sherbet. Maybe it's a British only thing. No, not that. This was this thing. Sherbet fountain. So these used to be like a waxy paper, and inside was sherbet, which was like a fizzy, sugary stuff. And it had like a straw, right? And the straw was made out of licorice. So you never sucked through the straw because you just, you know, choke. So you used to dunk the straw in and then suck the sherbet off it. It was basically powdered sugar with like a fizziness to it. I don't know if America's got anything like that. I don't know. It might just be a weird British thing, but yeah. But you'd get down, sometimes you'd get a bit too much of a licorice taste off the stick, so you're always trying to... Although you can eat it, you were always like trying to avoid eating it by accident if you didn't like licorice, and that's kind of how licorice all sorts were for me. Yeah, it's called sherbet. I don't know why it's on that. Right, okay, so... What is a sherbet fountain? So, true classic sweet consists of a tube containing sherbet with a licorice dipping stick. The paper wrapper may have gone, but the sherbet fountains will still remind you of the school days. I don't know what's in it. I think it's predominantly sugar, but it's got like a fizz kind of, yeah, quite a distinct flavour. But yeah, now they're made of plastic. Why do they need to be made of plastic? Why can't they be made of biodegradable, papery cardboard? You know, it's like that kind of... It was kind of like, I don't know what to say, like a scratch card kind of paper. You know, like one of these, a scratchy. It was that kind of thing and a bit waxy on the outside. I think it was paraffin wax. You know, like the cups in McDonald's? It was that kind of stuff. You know that you get the coffee cup and it's that waxy paper? You know the stuff I mean? Yeah, the whole tube was made of that. And then it was just full of sherbet, and then you'd put the straw in to get it out. Plastic, so yeah, there's just so much plastic in the world, we just don't need it. There's just too much of it. Like in the UK now, we go to a local farm shop, so all the produce is fresh, seasonal, etc. I mean, we still buy stuff in the supermarkets, of course, but we try and get a lot of microplastics in our water. And yeah, I mean, they put plastic in toothpaste at one point, those funny little ball things. And then dentists said, whoa, how the hell no, don't do that. It gets inside your gums. So actually, they're so small, they get between your tooth and the gum. And then food gets in, and then you get an infection, and yeah, so they got rid of that. I have some Notum fragments here. What do I do them? Well, if you click on the Notum fragment, you'll see all the other things that you can do with those fragments. Same with any streamer, so. I'm going to have purple, just to be different, because I've got a different GPU today. Try and grow all our own produce, but our water supply is contaminated. Oh, no. That's one thing with Britain, the water. The drinking water is superb. It really is good. Super high grade. Although they're trying to, the current government, they're just trying to de-legislate everything and let people do what the hell they want. It's a really bad idea, because what they'll do is try and make as much profit as possible. I'll wait till guitar mode. Fair enough. I need to put a thing on that. It can only be redeemed once a stream, because it's really hard trying to play something that won't get a copyright claim. I know bazillions of tunes. I mean, literally, like a couple of thousand, probably. And some I've half forgotten, and I have to try and remember them. But you're kind of like, what can I play that's similar enough that you'll get it, but it won't get me copyright hit? You know, won't get a claim. Because honestly, oh, Jesus. Singing along to something for a few seconds got me a copyright claim once, and that's me singing. So how the algorithm recognized I was singing along to Chop Suey by System of a Down, and it I was saying how fantastic his range and tone were. I was going, that bit, you try and sing that bit, and then tried to sing it, and it flagged it. It was like Twitch was like, nah, you're fine, don't worry. But as soon as I exported the video to YouTube, done, copyright claim. So you have to go, okay, process, remove, and then, it's just... Wake up, better makeup. I can't do it. If I do it, I'll get the claim again. And that's all I did. Because I was listening to it, but not playing it over the stream, and started singing along to it, like the breakdown. You must trust in my self-righteous suicide. Whatever. I'm deliberately not doing it now. And it bloody got me. Wake up. No, makeup. It's so good. That whole album's just so good. It was like the last time I heard a rock band come out and have their own kind of take on things, that had their own original kind of, their own original sound and vibe and song structure that made them unique, made them different. I think the last time I heard something like that, honest to God, was hearing Appetite for Destruction for the first time, which spawned a million copycats. As soon as record companies saw that this kind of stuff, glam rock kind of stuff is selling again, because it was a thing in the 70s, Mark Bolan and Sweet, all, and they were great. But it went out of fashion, but it kind of came back, but more of a heavy rock. And so you had Guns N' Roses, and then you got Poison, Motley Crue, and all these came. But the first one of that, what do they call it? Hair metal. The first one of those I heard was that Appetite for a Destruction album. I could not get over how good they had. So, like, every song is good on it, How many FPS do I get? About 80 on the new engine, if I'm not streaming, which is just bonkers. If I go to the old engine, it just hits like 100 and just doesn't move. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, 40 series, worth it. And what have you got though? Didn't you get a 3090, Alderin? I'm sure I remember you got like a 3090 when none of us could get a graphics card. You got in there just before it went to shit. Yeah, the 40 series has got the AV1 encoder as well. 3080, yeah. Nothing wrong with it. 3080, man. Using the built-in graphics. Yeah, well, I used to play AO on a bloody GeForce 2. That's how I started. 10 gigabyte 10's okay, 8's the borderline now. And it has to do with how much RAM is in consoles, because developers are building these games to look as good as possible without going over what's in a console. And then when it gets ported over to PC, then it's a problem. You know. My friend bought a full PC just to pull the 3080 out of it. The thing with the 3080, though, is the performance for the cost was excellent. Like, the last time it was that good was like the 1080 Ti or the 1080. That Pascal, that generational leap, what it cost for the card versus the performance it gave over the previous generation was massive. It was such a good deal. And the 3080 was one of those cards, whereas now... you know, the value is just not there. The cost of a 3080, a 4080 is the same as you were paying for a 2080 when they were ridiculous prices. You know. 1080 Ti, which I also had, yeah. Well, when everyone had those, I was on a 680. I did an entire playthrough of Witcher 3 on a 680. How? I don't know, but it did. Oh, that Witcher 3's fixed. We've done dailies now. Let's go back to trying out loads of games, because it's a shiny new toy day today. I'll go back to Rubicon 19 in a minute. You just made me think. Well, I know for a fact Space Quest is not in-game and won't be in-game at all today because he's out with his family. And Ark Fairwolf is chilling on his holidays. So, no, I don't think you're going to get anything. We may have something going on tomorrow on Sunday as a special school treat. Got a 770 when that came out and basically had the same card for a couple of years. Yeah, you got the 980 Ti, yeah. I got... Someone gifted me, and I still can't believe this happened. This guy, who may or may not be called Glyn, just messaged me. You remember when you could send direct messages on YouTube? And I'd been talking about playing Skyrim and trying to stay under the VRAM cap of 2 gigabyte, and it being really difficult with mods and stuff. And he came through and just said, "Hey, I've just upgraded to a 1080 Ti. Do you want my 980? That's got 4 gig of VRAM on it." I was like, "Dude, are you serious? How much do you want?" And he was like, "No, I mean, just come and get it." I just couldn't believe that.
I see you,
Yeah. Right, load game. Let's go to the Novigrad.
No simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered
FC should really think to make you Carl for an arc. Nah. I'd train Carl up as an arc if they let me. I actually applied for arc back in the day, and I was accepted. But then I took over as guild leader and figured I can't do both. So.
Where to? This I did not know.
Right, so here we are, and let's check the settings. So we're on Ray Trace Ultra. There you go, Ray Trace Ultra. Quality on. Anti-aliasing with using... You know what? DLSS anti-aliasing is the best one I've ever seen. DLSS. Well, let's just put it... Quality. Sharpening, just leave on medium. They're maxed. Motion blur. GTFO. Bloom, depth of field, vignetting, light shafts. Hairworks on. High. Let's ramp everything. Background, ultra plus. All the things. Okay. I think VSync's on. Let's just check. How do you... Oh yeah, display. Let's turn VSync off for the lols. Oh, it's still on. Never mind.
A killer prowls the city, but you're not.
Oh, I think frame limiter's on. Hang on. Yeah, maximum frames. Unlimited. There we go. So 75, 80. I'd rather have VSync, to be honest.
It's all right. I'm content.
Yeah, I prefer VSync. The less frame generation is not on. Solid 60. Put frame gen on, see how much load we lose. It's funny they put frame gen over here. Okay. Frame gen is on. Hardware cursor is on. Actually, doesn't let you do anything to VSync. Okay. 100 and something.
Looking for a bruising? Thanks for your help, Carol. We'd not have nabbed the bastard elsewise.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you're welcome.
Right, sure. A witcher at a nobleman's ball. Who else was there? Couple of beggars? Horse?
Behave, Witcher.
I'm telling you for the last time.
Yeah,
Go
just
away.
no issues, no stuttering. They fixed that at least.
What do you seek, paingiver?
Hello, Strumpet. What are you like? Well, you're not bad. But I don't want to catch anything today, thanks. Yeah, this runs like stupidly well.
And? He fix it for you?
No. Said I'd come to the wrong place.
They say some witches spy for the black ones. A witcher?
Yeah, just this is like 100 odd frames a second. GPU temperature 56 degrees. That cooler they've put on the 40 series is just balling. And the 4080's got the same cooler as the 4090. It's identical. I think they on machine run they just went, just keep making those. It'll fit.
Cheated me.
And it's just incredible. It's so quiet. I can't hear it at all. I don't know what the fan speed is like, but you can't hear it. And yes, these are open-backed headphones, so yes, I would hear it.
Yeah, right. Here's a copper.
I've got a sharp pain in the spine.
Ain't at the Kingfisher. You're sorted for at least.
We'll stay like this, I think, for now. Thinking of putting VSync back on, but then we're just going to sit at 60. But playing the game, that's probably what I'd do, is just leave it on 60. You know, VSync to the monitor.
Have you talked to your neighbour? How's she feeling? Your husband set out to...
Let's go to a different area.
How do you feel? Well, my husband was...
Where's the square? I always get lost. Novigrad.
Any needs, master?
Then how can I know if it's fresh?
No, she's locked. I'm locked in.
Must have broken many a heart, eh, Dandy? The lady took me aside the other day, accused me of mismanagement. I told her if that's how it's going to be, I'll start buying slop the others.
Yeah, just zero issues. It looks a lot realer, though. The blacksmith and that. He is pretty epic. Haven't played The Witcher in like a year or so. I think I only reinstalled it to see what this new this new ray tracing had on. Oh, here's the square.
First, I thought it a jest.
Well, we've dropped all the way down to 90 FPS now. Kind of bonkers. Okay. Well, map. Let's go to Tucson. I can't even remember where Geralt's house is now. Well, actually, we should go to Harbour Gate and run up.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar.
Yeah, the 4090 will outperform the 4080, but it's a one-to-one cost for the improvement. There's no real gain, so just if you can make do with the 4080, just get a 4080. And this is the thing, I had the money to get the 4090 yesterday. And I had, because I got a tax rebate in my wages, so I was like, do I do it? Do I spend the extra tax rebate and get the 4090? And then I somehow, in the end, decided, do you get better strumpets here? Ow! Yes, you do. But I'm Team Yan, so no strumpets for me. Oh, it would be raining. Come on, we want to see the lovely, sunny, wonderful thing. How did you meditate again? I'll meditate until tomorrow. Maybe it'll be brighter. I'd rather have the printer, but not sure what I'd make other than a bunch of prank stuff. Yeah. So we go 6 AM. Or maybe meditate a bit longer. Yeah, let's go for like 11 in the morning. It's gonna be like 120 odd frames a second. So what does it do if... when they put it over with display, which I think we are, right? Frame definition is off. VSync is on. So that's going to lock us to 60. So now I'm only using 70 odd % on the GPU. And I'd be happy at that all day long. I've even put the, you know, the hair. I never used to play with Hairworks on. Everyone's so damn healthy round here. Yeah, I think they fixed the stuttering anyway. Does look amazing.
Was that truly necessary? And are not.
Oh wow, this is pretty. Yep, me like. He's very good looking.
There's naught to be done about it.
You need to grow your beard out though, Geralt. That's pretty awesome. What else have we got? I don't think we've got anything much else installed. Is that installed? No, I'd have to install that. I got Morrowind. Metro Exodus. This is the new engine. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think... I mean, there was Death Stranding, but that runs on anything. That's just really well optimized. I mean, I can show you what 3D Mart looks like, I guess. Which is just bonkers as well. Obviously, if I'm streaming on the same PC at the same time, it's not going to be... You got to clean that screen. Oh, in my desktop? No. That makes perfect sense to me. I know, it freaks everybody out, and I'm like, I know where everything is. So I ain't going to change it. Benchmarks. All right. Which one? I'm picking up... I've got Diablo 4. I got the game key for buying a 40 series. I've never played a Diablo game. What do you want me to try then? Port Royal? Time Spy regular? Fire Strike, the original? That'll be funny. You got Hogwarts? I haven't. Time Spy. Regular Time Spy, okay. No, I mean, I watched the Harry Potter movies when they came out with the kids, and that's kind of it for me. It's good. It's fun, you know, wizards, brilliant casting and acting, but, you know, if China is making Final Fantasy XXXXX, but it's not for kids. Oh, I see. Death Stranding, yeah. I've got the director's cut. I think I've done just about everything I could do in that game. I've got every single road built, including the director's cut one that goes over the mountain. That took forever to do that. So there you go. Benchmarking at you. 150-ish frames a second for scene number 1. Yeah, Death Stranding is a strange game, but it's awesome. You know what? It takes about 2-3 hours. Well, for me, it took about 2-3 hours to sort of get into what the hell I was doing. And at first I hated it. But then once I got used to the kind of the controls and how things worked and making sure you're not going to trip over things, and I got into the, just chill and go with it, you know, and I just really fell in love with it. I just thought it was brilliant. Death Stranding 2 is coming, yeah. If they released the DLC for it, I'd love to play it as well. I found the world fascinating. I mean, some of the acting in it, the way it was directed, is a bit wooden, I'd say. You know, compared to the likes of Witcher 3, where it's just incredible. But it was still, even so, I still really cared about a lot of the people I met in the game. And yeah, the guy's a genius for coming up with something, you know, just what even is this? But it's great, you know. So yeah, we're about 150 FPS. Can you guys see well, there's one at the bottom there, dropped to 100 just now. You should be able to see it there. Norman Reedus. Yeah, he is so cool. Do you know what? We share the same birthday. And look how much better than me he looks. I hate him. He was born January 6th, 1969. It's the exact same birthday. And look how cool and in shape he looks versus me. Yeah. I got no excuses left now. However, if you want to compare beards, sorry, Norman, I got you on the beard. That's about it. I haven't got the talent or the coolness or any of that. All right, CPU test. This should be a breeze on the 13th gen. Let's see what we get. Bear in mind, I'm streaming as well. I've got Chrome open so I can monitor the stream. You know, so there's a lot of crap going on in the background versus how you would normally sort of do these benchmarks. So probably losing a couple of % in performance here, I think. That was a very quick CPU test, though. Compare results online. Better than 97% of all results. Yes. Yeah, get in there. And if I wasn't streaming, so I didn't have a bit of bloatware like Streamlabs running, because it's quite a heavy program, that. Get owned on the internet. Get owned internet. Yeah. I got 26 when I did it. It was the first thing I tried after putting the card in to make sure, you know, it's working. It is getting enough power because you got that daft looking adapter. The 12-pin adapter that goes in is the pins are like half the size of the ones on a normal PCIe. Couldn't believe that when I saw it. I was like, why the hell would you do this? All right, what else? Port Royal, yeah? Let's do Port Royal. Less CPU involved, so. And I wrote down, right, for the 3060 Port Royal, average FPS was 20, and I got a score of 5,000 on the 3060. So let's see how we do on 4080. Okay, loading screen over. Let's go. Unless it's crashed. Oh no. 60 FPS, so that's 3 times the FPS I was getting on the 3060 already. $70? Jesus. No, I mean, yeah, the only thing you could do that would be better now would be the i9, the 13900K and a 4090. So I'm one tier down from that. That's enough for me. You know what I mean? Dude, I've never seen it like this. It's always looked really cinematic and now it's flying. In a year's time, there'll be another test I can barely run, and there'll be the 5000 series will be out, and I'll be going, I don't care. It'll still be running games just fine. Yeah, look at this. Just running this test, 7 gigabyte of VRAM, so 8 gigabyte cards. You know, I wouldn't get an 8 like that 4060 they released. That's just crap. You need the 12 gig at least. But I think it's board partners only do that. And temps, I've not seen it go much past 60 yet, and that's running benchmarks, synthetic tests on it, which is just crazy. 1549 best 20,000. Yeah, well, we're doing what we're doing, aren't we? Let's compare results online. Better than 89%. Don't. Yeah, oh well. I can live with that. That's okay. So I think we've tested all the things, haven't we? We've done all the testing of the things we can do. I'd have to start buying and installing other games. I've got Plague Tale as well, but I'd have to download it. It was a freebie on Steam. Not on Steam, on Epic. Yeah, came up on Epic free. Yeah, I love it. And Death Stranding ran perfectly on the 3060, so I've no doubt it'll do exactly the same on AI weapon. Don't give me something rubbish. See what we got. Oh, come on. They should be at least somewhere near class related, shouldn't they? Okay, I'm going to go off and relax a bit. Have fun. No problem. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your holiday. Chill. You know? Yeah, we did well. We got the Adonis brain done on this guy. So pleased with that. Thanks to Kaz in very large part. Damn you. Yeah, and I'm sorry the stream's been a bit kind of all over the place tonight, but you know what it's like, you get a new shiny thing, you want to play with the new shiny thing, don't you? You know? I can watch myself die at 100 FPS tomorrow, I'm sure. Oh, we should do best Penumbra, shouldn't we? Which is put this on and then turn off global illumination, and Penumbra looks really quite new. Yeah, check that out. It's your stream, we're just watching it. Yeah, I know, but you know, 99% of the time it's AO, isn't it? What's the 100 FPS with the ray tracing shader on? Is bonkers. Yeah, have you seen the mountain road in Death Stranding? It's pretty awesome. I mean, if you know the mountain, I mean, until you get the thing that makes that game ridiculous is when you get the zip lines that go up and down. They're kind of nuts. They just make getting from A to B so fast. And then you find out you can use a carrier and it'll just sit on the zip line with you. That's nuts. And I even did all the pizza delivery runs, including the one that's from, if I remember right, no, I think it's like the entire main map. From one end to the other, and you got to do it on foot for reasons. And I did it. I put on the speed exoskeleton and just ran up the road with the pizza on a carrier, sticking to the middle of the road where you don't run your batteries out. It's just like, wow. I think I've done max affinity or whatever it's called on every settler. I even found a couple I'd never heard of in, you know, the first area you go to. There's the musician and then a farm that I just never seen, and I just found them by accident. I was just gooning around seeing if I could make, you know, a zip line to go across the map, and I found these new NPCs there. They were quite, you know, I found Lost Cargo musician. I was like, well, who the hell's the musician? So I picked it up, and of course then you get the marker, and I was like, oh, right. And then I built a zip line to him once I'd unlocked him. So I could do the whole chiral map, but I think there's like an achievement for that. The only thing is, when you're not online, anything you've built is degrading in the timefall, the rain that, you know, ages everything. Except apparently concrete. Because everything built out of concrete is fine. This is quite cool. With the ray tracing plugin, the mobs, you know, the colours on them there, they're actually, I don't know if it translates on the stream, but they're actually luminous. But 100 FPS, I mean, can't exactly say it's not playable, can you? Uh-oh. I don't want this guy. I'm going. I'm gonna do the silly and run to the demons of water. Might as well checking the incarnator while we're here. Though this is 2019, so it's very unlikely there's ice golem teeth on it. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Turn off global illumination, put the ray shading ray tracing lighting on. God, look how good Penumbra looks. It's nuts. Nope, but it was worth a look. Further of the henchman terminated. Right, I obviously need to rebuff. Not fast attack for 30, but hey. Not sure what my unread faction's like. I might get aggroed going up here, but we'll see. I don't think I'm high level enough to make the jump here. Nah. Ooh, Icy Pred. Come on with the Doja. Oh, we got a pearl. Not that I could cut it on this character, so... These aggro. No. Okay. Let's avoid the pit of despair. This is the pit of despair. If you fall in there, good luck. You are not getting out easily. Okay. So I think, oh my god, it's dark in here. So bio shield or bio cocoon. Let's go to the other side and hope we survive. They're looking like, hey, he's got one of our swords. Get him. Yeah, I think we're going to make it. IT O'Derry, welcome to the stream. Let's do the global light again. It just looks so much better without it. With the ray tracing mod. Oh. You're handy. How the hell it got up here, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen one up here on this ramp. Nope. Dojas are hard in this place. Penumbra Doja, the worst Doja to get in the game. What was the other thing I was thinking of doing? Oh yeah, Corporal Ashley Winstead. We were thinking of doing that, weren't we? And get the Wraith Nano or Wrath Nano. Oh, they're a bit orange. Let's see how we go. We'll try one and then probably go back to Rubicar. Maybe start that quest line. We are not particularly well geared, I can tell you that for nothing. Whoa. Yeah, bio cocoon. Damn. Hitting me for like 1,000 each hit there. Our armor isn't up to much, I gotta be honest. He's hit me for like 1,200, 1,100. Jesus. That was a bit scary pants time. Yeah, let's go back to Rubicar. I've got a beacon. Let's go. Let's go find Corporal Ashley Winstead. We still have the slow jazz. And thank God we put our armor back on. That's probably half of it as well, having to remove parts of your armor just to be in the Shadowlands. I always hated that. Thank God for those rings you can make. What are we doing? We're coming up on 10 o'clock, so we'll maybe get the first part done and then that'll probably be it, I think, for the stream. And then I'm going to do another stream tomorrow, which will be almost wholly AO, I think. Nighttime on Rubicar. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Putting it absolutely is, look, 59%. That's because I've got ray tracing on. I can turn that off and then, yeah, not so much. I'll help out. Who are the targets? There we go. We go kill a bunch of mobs in Varmint Woods, I think, isn't it? For these dudes. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's still like 100 frames a second even with the ray tracing on. I'll put it back on. Just for the lols. It's still 100 FPS. Yeah, the main reason for that card is there's some games coming out this year, hopefully, that I really want to play. So, there's a DLC for Cyberpunk, so I'd love to play that through with like excellent frame rate and the new path tracing. And it looks like we're going to be fine for that. And then Starfield's coming out, a couple of other things, you know, so it's kind of like, right, I've spent all this money. Hopefully, any new games coming out over the next 5 years, I can just go, yep, I can play that without thinking, I can play it, but it's not going to run really well on the gear I've got, you know, so. And that's what I did like 12, well, nearly 11 years ago now. I built, you know, a baller system for the time. I mean, by today's standards, not so much. But at the time, yeah, pretty much a balls-to-the-wall system. And, for 5 years, I just didn't have to worry about anything. It just, whatever I came out, it could play it and play it well, you know. And I've not done the thing of just get the absolute maximum bestest thing that's available. I've gone, you know what? No, let's not get the i9, let's get the i7, and let's not get the 4090, let's get the 4080 instead. You know, so one tier down from theoretical best, and it's more than enough, you know? Right, where are these guys? Oh, there's some in the north, okay. The ambient occlusion really does sort of solidify everything, doesn't it? It's a great little mod, that. Yeah, I tried Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead 2, and just set everything on absolute max with no DLSS or anything, and it was just like, whatevs, you know, which was nice because I'd not been able to run it like that before. Yeah, here we go. Looking for the nano to cancel it for flight. If I remember from memory, these hit harder than you think. Is it a bit dark on stream for you guys? Do you want me to put the brightness up a bit? So you can kind of see what the hell's going on. Okay, they're not doing social aggro, which surprises me actually. Probably because they're grey. Because I've done that before, come running in here, and then ended up with 10 of them nuking me and gone, oh crap, you know. Run away, bravely run away. You always end up having to visit more than one camp anyway. Tap, 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 tap. No! There you go. Yeah, I remember trying these at 100 and nearly get my arse handed to me, you know. But you're not expecting from mobs. You see them and you think, oh, they're only green. And then suddenly they're doing way more damage than you were expecting and they're swarming you. But once they're grey, they don't social aggro, so they've suddenly become a lot easier to deal with, I think. Okay, I think we has decimated this camp. I don't think there's another one nearby. We got to go south. Southwest, in fact. Actually, here's a thought. If we go back to normal brightness, but disable global lighting again. How's that looking? It can look a bit... It looks great in Penumbra, but it can look a bit freaky in other places. We'll see. Also, you don't know the sun's come up when you do that, because you can't see it. I do like the forest sound. It does feel like very ambient. No idea what the birdies are. They're tweeting away or whatever, but... And all the frogs when you hit a swampy area. Atmosphere. Oh, I never play with the music or sound. What? God, there's so much going on. What? How can you not? I love the soundscape of AO, always have. It was the first game I remember playing where you could tell if you were running on like regular grass or gravel or whatever versus tiles or metal steps. It actually has different footstep sounds depending on what you're running over. And I don't remember that being a thing before. Maybe it was, but I didn't notice. But I think it was the first time I noticed it was in AO. It didn't have like one footstep sound. It had dozens for different surfaces. I'd never heard of that before. Maybe it's in, you know, it goes back as far as the old Deus Ex or Half-Life, the original game. I just don't remember it being like that back then. Maybe it is now. I know it is in Half-Life 2 or whatever. It kind of became normal to have it that way. Only need one more black hat if I can find one. None about hackers. I need 3. 2. Crypto cracker. Don't know where I'm at with those. Should tell me. 3 more. Okay. Black hat. So this is the last black hat we need. So now... Nanobot hackers, I think. Are there any more? Crypto crackers. See how many of these we still need. Two more, okay. If there are any. I think these are just regular mobs. Black hat, we've definitely done those. Oh, lag. The 4080 didn't fix the lag. I must protest. I never thought it would. One more crypto. So nanobot hackers is the only ones left now. Where's the next? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so there will be another stream tomorrow. And it may well contain many aliens. At least that's the plan. Around the same time. As far as I know, yeah. I actually asked, I sent Space Quest to tell, usually it's the other way around. He says, like, he's like, he's streaming. I go, yeah. And then he just says, okay. He didn't say anything else. He just says, okay. And then next thing you know, he's in the chat and teleporting me everywhere and killing me. But this time I sent him a message and said, you got anything planned for Saturday? And he went, oh no, I'm taking the missus out, blah, blah, blah. It's bank holiday. I was like, oh, right, yeah, no, yeah, get it. Totally cool. He goes, could do maybe something Sunday, I think he said. What did he actually say? Let's have a look. We'll do something Sunday. If you think about, as it's bank holiday, taking the better half out Saturday, I went, okay, cool, we'll do. Said I'm side typing at work, and I was as well. I was like, had the work computer here, my main keyboard I picked up and put over there, and I've got work on the big monitor because it's tons of spreadsheets and stuff I've got to go through. There's no way I want to do it with a tiny little laptop screen. It's horrible. And he was just laughing at me because I'm having to type one-handed because I can't. I'm in a tree! Because, you know, work is work. That's it. Who takes the missus out when there's supposed to be an event? Happy wife, happy life, my friend. Remember, a wife is for life, not just for Christmas. Right, we've got all of those done. Maybe that's right. Yeah, well, I'm happily married. I like being married. I love just hanging out with my missus. Mrs. Carl is just cool to hang out with. Like, we can just walk into town together, just shooting the shit, you know. It's great. We've always been like that. We were friends before we got together, so. Like, we both admitted, well, yeah, I had ulterior motives, but yeah, we were friends before anything else, so. And we never really thought about it. It works. We don't agree on everything. You don't actually need to have a successful relationship. You can have disagreements about different things and still be, you know, it's give and take, that's all. I haven't had a girlfriend for 9 years now. Wow. And they crave so much more. Maybe you're chasing the wrong kind of girls, you know. I think what women value more than anything is your character and sense of humour more than anything else. Not your money, not what you've got. Maybe what you've achieved, yeah, but that's a reflection of your character. If you think they're, you know, after high flyers and whatever, then, I mean, yeah, sure, you could chase that, but is that really you? Is the question you got to ask yourself. Is that really you? Are you really that guy? Because if you're not, then you're chasing after people by pretending to be something you're not, and it's just never going to work, is it? Mars Sigma is here 20 years. Go Lone Wolves. Well, I'm 25 years with Mrs. Callis too now. Hello. Hi, hello. Why, hello. I see you in 4D. Wow, I can touch your beard. Thank you, Supeo, for the resub and the bizarre... the bizarre hello message. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you very much for 12 months. Yeah, the thing with me and her is we can always make each other laugh. And I think that's important. Who knows? You know, I know what worked out for me. Vulpu, welcome to the stream. No, I'm Bodie Boy. I'm 46 years. I'm 20 years without a girlfriend. Wow. I haven't got a girlfriend. I've got a wife. There you go. Yeah, we were at college together and worked together on like a work experience thing from the college, and then the 4080 still crashes on the new engine. Confirmed. Oh dear. Well, it's getting back home, and then I think we can call it a night. Sigmas do not hang out very often. I don't know what's a Sigma. I was here for almost 2 hours now, says Vulpu. Well, you hadn't said much. Not my fault you haven't said much. Where's the bloody... Oh, there we go. Yeah. We did have ray tracing running as well. You've been awfully quiet. Did you see the benchmarking? Search it for Google. Sigma male. Okay. Okay, let's define ourselves by the Greek alphabet. Sigma male. Male occupies a position outside a social group, a hierarchy, a lone wolf, or just... Guys... Stop buying into this bullshit. We're not wolves. We're not lions. We're humans. We're social creatures. If you enjoy your own company, great. I'm not saying that's wrong, but don't buy into this. I'm a definition that's on the internet, because you're so much more. See, I've never done that. I mean, maybe when I was younger, I maybe did that, but I quickly realised it's a load of hokum. Because you can be partial, you can have the characteristics of dozens of different definitions and be completely honest about who you are. You know? You don't have to just be one thing. You're not doing the math, Sigma. I am Zoop. Yeah, if you're happy with your own company, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying defining yourself so simplistically. Surely you're more. I believe you are. You know. Everybody is. Everybody's quite a complicated mix of all sorts going on there. You know. And I just see how many, you know, people that are qualified at psychology and stuff agree with this sort of stuff, and it's like none of them. You know, okay, maybe a criminal profiler might have definitions along those lines, but a person is always more complicated than a single definition. Right, we're handing in. See, where would I fit in with all these definitions, you know? Like, personally, I think I don't really belong to a single one of them. You know, if you put them all together and cross them over in different places, I'm a bit of this, I'm a bit of that, I'm a bit of the other, so what's that then? You know, you can't completely compartmentalize a person. People are complicated. You are beard. Ah, well, there you go, you see. Yeah. People in general agrees with things that bring them something, money, power, followers. Well, yeah, no. I mean, here's an old tale, okay? A billionaire, Elon Musk, right? Before he loses all his money. Goes to... Because he's just proved himself to be a complete cock. And not nearly as smart as he thinks he is. I mean, he wants the world to think he's Tony Stark or something. He's not. He's lucky. That's what he is. He's lucky and he's savvy. Good for him. But that's all. So he goes up, sees this fisherman at the beach. Okay? And the fisherman is sat with his back up against his boat, which is pulled onto the beach. And he says, why aren't you out fishing? He says, I've got enough fish for the weekend. I'm fine. And then the billionaire says, but look, you could go out and fish every day, sell the fish you don't need, get a bigger boat and a bigger net. Then when you go out and fish, you could come back with more fish than you need and sell those and then get an even bigger boat. Then you could hire people to take your boat out for you and they could, you know, do this. And then eventually you become this huge fishing magnate and blah, blah, blah. And he goes through the whole process. And he goes, well, what would I do when that happened? And he goes, well, then you could take a back seat and just relax and enjoy life. And he goes, well, I'm doing that already. See what I'm saying? Facts. Money will not make you happy, but it is easier to cry in a Mercedes than it is in a shopping trolley. True. You know, I work hard enough so I can buy the things I want to buy and provide. Yeah? I've done the climb the slippery pole thing, did all that in my teens and 20s, working, you know, like Channel 5 and going to Canary Wharf for meetings with a mobile phone, which was the size of a bloody walkie-talkie, you know, and all of that. But I was so busy doing it, I never stopped to smell the roses, and something clicked at one point or another. Something clicked in my head and went, wait. If this is a means to the end, what is the actual end? And then when you start thinking about what the end actually is, you realise it's a lot easier to get than you think it is. Okay? That's all I'm saying. And then you learn to not take yourself seriously. So yeah, take what you do seriously, take your commitment seriously, take your friends seriously, take everybody you care about seriously and what you say seriously, but don't take yourself seriously. And life is just so much better when you do that. Trust me. Okay. And on that note, and on that bombshell, yeah, we're going to go. So thank you, everyone, for the resubs. Thank you very much for new follows, etc. I am going to stream again tomorrow night. And there's very likely going to be some aliens and lots of death. I can almost smell it from here. Okay, folks, is anyone else streaming Anarchy online at the moment? Let's have a look. There is me. Oh, there's Dookie. Dookie is streaming. Let's have a look. Betfair Casino. No, do you know why I don't gamble? You ever see a poor bookmaker or a casino that can't make money? That's why. And you turn the sound off and you realise how mental the advert actually is. Money, 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 money. Let me manipulate your greed. Right, is Dookie talking? I don't hear the Dookie. Okay, we're going to go raid him anyway. Because he's streaming AO, and that's good enough for me. He's doing the Iron Man, so yeah, we should be good. So go say hi, watch him doing Iron Man. Season 6, apparently. Even in 2023, they do not know how to generate true random numbers. Do not gamble. Truth! Truth! Right then, guys. Thank you ever so much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, folks? Bye for now.